Well, with the first half of the season in the books here, we actually have entered the second half of the season here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 29. As after the mecca that was Daytona for the Pepsi 400, we are now entering. Excuse me. We are now at New Hampshire National Speedway, which is the location for stop number 20, which is the location for stop number 19 this season. As we are here today for the running of the Bass Pro Shops 300. Here's the starting line for this race here. On the pole, it's Dylan Poteet, car 31, the Great Clips Chevrolet. On the pole at 129 miles an hour. Next to him is car number 1, Trent Dunham, in the Sega Chevrolet. Row 2 sees car 25, car number 25, Seth Cole. He's alongside number 97, Zach Rogers. Rogers won twice this season. While Seth, likewise with Poteet and Dunham, all three of them have not yet won this season. Can one of those three do it? We'll find out. But Seth Cole and Zach Rogers will be our second row starters here today. Third row sees Dylan Young in number 2 and Kyle Matthews in 91. Here, Young's won twice this season. Kyle Matthews has not yet won this season. Going to row number 4, we see car number 14, Matt McIntyre. He's alongside car number 16, Rafael LeDuc. Next row number 5, sees Cole Baker in car number 11. Great qualifying run for him. He's alongside number 69, Kev Shearer, in the Waste Management Dodge. Next row is car number 86, Danny Bouchard in car 86, the Pennzoil Pontiac. Bouchard has fallen on a lot of hard luck this season here, but he hopes to turn that around here today. He's alongside car number 5, Phil Parker, another hard luck driver this season, and he hopes to turn that around too in the Tide Exalta Chevy. Going to row number 7, we see two in-car cameras today. Car number 99, Levi McIntyre, two-time winner this season so far. He won at Martinsville and Darlington. And alongside of him, the winner at Sonoma and at California Speedway this season, Jessica Shelton in the Canachan TV Ford. Car number 9, she has her other in-car camera. Going to row number 8, we see Mike Becker, another two-timer. He won at Charlotte and Richmond. Beside him will be Keith Batson in number 39. Next row is number 8, Rob Evans, and number 17, Jesse Turner. Next row down sees car 3, Cole Deaver. He has our third in-car camera in the GM Goodwrench Chevy, car number 3. He's alongside car number 94. It's Nathan Orman. Both have won the season so far. Orman at Michigan and Deaver at Dover. Next row down is Cat Batson at number 70 and number 03, Charles Sanford. Next row down has number 60, Joshua Osborne, and number 4, William Brock. Next row down has car number 42, Angel Navarro. He's been on a tear as of late. And alongside number 59, Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down, the man who shocked them all in the Pepsi 400, the last race on the tour, Alex Miller, number 95, the Taco Bell Dodge. He's flanked by car number 51, Colton Schwartz in the Branch Chevrolet. Next row down has number 6, Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford. He's alongside number 66, Jordan Anderson in the Lucas Oil Ford. Next row down has car number 93, Zach Winkle, and number 55, James Sykes, fresh off at third place runner he had at Daytona. Next row down has number 28, Mike Wayne Robinson, and number 89, Quentin Moore, the one who won the season at Riverside. Robinson was winner at Talladega. Next row down has number 24, Nikki Martinez, and number 52, Mason Wood. Then it's number 7, Logan Williams, and number 81, Johnny Gardner. Starting shotgun field will be car number 01, Jack Mitchell, and 36, Natan Amadeo. So, field lined up for the field is lined up for 45 laps of racing here on this 1.058 mile flat track at New Hampshire National Speedway here. As we have had a competitive first half of the season, here, the second half of the season, as we mentioned, has technically already started. It started at Daytona, the last race on the tour for the Pepsi 400, which is the 18th race on the tour. So we're 18 races in the books and 16 races left to go in this Road to the Championship, in the Road to the Championship weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So that all being said, here comes the command to fire the engines for this, the Bass Pro Shops 300 at New Hampshire.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen, start your engine.
Commands been given for the engines as we get set for racing here today. As the pace car leads the field off pit road for the pace lap here. As the pace car leads the field off pit road for the pace lap here. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car is ducked off on the pit road here as the Bass Pro Shops 300 is about to get underway here. Dylan Poteet and Trent Dunham will lead him down. A couple of Tweenix Racing teammates here as the green flag waves were underway here at New Hampshire. Pole speed for this race for Poteet over 129 miles per hour. That's the pole speed for this race here today. As lap speeds will be over 100. As lap speeds will be nearly 130 miles per hour as they come off turn number 4. As Trent Dunham moves inside of Seth Cole for the number 1 spot here, or number 2 spot I should say. Excuse me. Dunham has that spot by about a car length over Seth. Battle for fourth going on between Dylan Young and Zach Rogers, and make that now battle for third as he includes Seth Cole in his mix here as they come off turn number 2. Rogers and Young leaning on each other here. Now they're going to go 3 wide into turn number 3. That's a bit risky at New Hampshire, and Young gets a little bit loose through that third corner. Now Kyle Matthews is trying to make it 4 wide, and that's not going to work, and it didn't right there. Seth Cole is in the wall. He takes Zach Rogers with him. And a crash here happening. Jessica Shelton, not in the crash here, but she had to stop. And Seth Cole and Zach Rogers bring out the first caution flag of the day on lap number 3 of this race. So that didn't take long for the crash to happen. As I was saying, didn't take long for the crash to happen here. As we watch what happened in replay here, Seth Cole was in a 3-wide battle here, and Kyle Matthews decided to make it 4 wide here as he gets right into Rogers. Rogers gets right into Dylan Young, and those three kind of accordion affected with each other, and then they turn Seth right into the wall. Seth Cole almost upside down. Kyle Matthews saves his car from spinning, and Young gets right into Cole Baker in the 11, and Kyle Matthews got turned by Matt McIntyre. I didn't see that right there. Let's take a look as to what happened there between the 14 and the 91 cars. A pair of Pontiacs right there. Kyle tries to save his car, runs right in the front of Matt McIntyre's front bumper. Cole Deaver just barely missed him, and so did Cat Batson, so did Joshua Osborne. And nowhere for Alex Miller to go in the 95 car. He was just an innocent bystander here and runs right in the back of Dylan Young's car. And Nikki Martinez got her number 24 car stopped in time, but so a major accident happening. And I see a hood buckle also on the 93 car, Zach Winkle, but accordion effect has happened basically here at New Hampshire that caused the first caution flag of the day to fly, as Dylan Young and Seth Cole both come in for unscheduled pit stops here. So we're going to get set for a restart here on lap number 7 at this race here. The 93 car, Zach Winkle, is actually on the tail end of the lead lap. The 42 cars of of Angel Navarro is actually a lap down. So the leader here is actually Dylan Poteet in car 31, as he leads. Trent Dunham is in second position. Third is Cole Baker. Daniel Bouchard's running fourth position. Fifth is Levi McIntyre. 6th is Cole Deaver, and something is wrong with Rob Evans' car. He was 6th. Deaver's now moved into that spot now in the 3 car, and Evans is going to come on the pit road. Cat Batson, Joshua Osborne, Rafael LeDuc, and Kyle Matthews remain the top 10 as the green flag flies. And we're back underway on lap number 7. Dylan Poteet goes to the inside of Winkle, and he'll follow Angel Navarro as Levi McIntyre gets out of the draft right there. And now here they come off turn number 2, and a battle for the lead between Poteet and Dunham as they go into turn number 3. Poteet gets moved up the track. Here comes TD in that blue number 1 to the low side of the track off turn 4, and Trent Dunham's going to lead by about a half a car. Come off turn number 4. But Poteet with some momentum on the outside, he's going to lead that lap, I think, over Dunham. And it's a valve failure on the number 1, valve failure, we are being told, on the number 8 car of Rob Evans. And my mistake, Trent Dunham actually led that last lap, not Poteet. My mistake on that. Through turns 3 and 4 to come, Cole Baker trying to work and see who he wants to go with here, with either Dunham or Poteet. And we battle for 4th position going on between Daniel Bouchard and Levi McIntyre. And Levi takes the 4th spot away from Bouchard. Cole Deaver right there behind him in number 3 car. He's up to 6th position now with Joshua Osborne in 7th. Riding with Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevy. Through turns 1 and 2 they come here. Deaver, see how fast he goes around this racetrack here. His last lap by 129.816 miles an hour. And he'll go into turn number 3 at 160 miles per hour. And down to 106 in the middle of 3 and... Well, actually 104, excuse me, in the middle of 3 and 4. He lets the car roll through the center of the corner. And Deaver up to 162 miles an hour in turn number 1. And down to 105 miles an hour in the middle of 1 and 2. This track here, 12 degrees of banking in the turns here at New Hampshire National Speedway. Deaver moves inside of Levi McIntyre for the 5th position here. Pair of black cars, one's a Ford, the other a Chevy. Deaver comes in this race the points leader here on his en route to what may be for him his 2nd championship. But it's still got a long way, still got quite a ways to go here in the season. Here it'll be 19 in the books and 15 to go after this race before we head to Pocono, which is next on the tour. And Pocono's next after New Hampshire, just after this race in New Hampshire. After Pocono will be Talladega for the Die Hard 500, as Trent Dunham puts Angel Navarro a lap down. Navarro came in this race 2nd place in the points. So this is going to be quite a blow for Navarro here as far as the points chances are concerned. After Talladega, we'll be heading to Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400, and after Indy will be Watkins Glen, the 2nd and last road course race of the season. I should mention the Die Hard 500 at Talladega will be the last plate race of the season. And that would be the next race after that would be the next race after Pocono, which is next on the tour after this. So there you have what is coming up on this season so far here. But right now it's all Trent Dunham as he leads this race right now. Poteet's 2nd, 3rd is Baker, 4th position is McIntyre, 5th is Cole Deaver, 6th is Raphael LeDuc. Daniel Bouchard is running 7th. 8th is Joshua Osborne as he's trying to hold off Nathan Hudson and Cat Batson. Hudson's in 9th and Batson's in 10th position right now. Matt McIntyre up and running in 11th position. 12th is Nikki Martinez. 13th is Logan Williams. Kev Shearer's in 14th. 15th is Keith Batson. 16th is Nathan Orman. 17th is Charles Samper. 18th, Jack Mitchell. 19th is Mike Wayne Robinson. And James Sykes, fresh off that great 3rd place finish he had at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. He runs in 20th position right now in this race. 21st is Jesse Turner. Natan Amadeus, 22nd. 23rd is Jordan Anderson. 24th is Phil Parker. Colton Schwartz runs 25th. Then 26th right now is Zachary Fitzwater. Johnny Gardner's 27th. 28th is Quentin Moore. Jessica Shelton right now running 29th. This is going to be a bit of a disappointment for her so far in this race. Mason Wood is running in 30th. 31st is Kyle Matthews. 32nd is William Brock. Mike Becker, 33rd. 34th is Zach Rogers. 35th right now is Dylan Young. Angel Navarro's 36th, and Zach Winkle is in 37th right now. Dylan Poteet has gotten by Navarro right now, as he's now fallen back to about the 5th car in the field right now, as Navarro tries to get around tries to get around Levi McIntyre, excuse me. as you also see Rafael LeDuc trying to make the pass on the outside of Cole Deaver. That's not going to work. And Deaver moves inside. Joshua Osborne's going to follow him in the 60 car, but Osborne moves up on LeDuc, about turns the 16 around. It actually wasn't that close, but still, possibility of that could have happened. Running up the middle lane here at New Hampshire National Speedway here. LeDuc keeps the spot for the time being. He runs in 5th position. Deaver's in 6th. Osborne's in 7th. As they come off turn number 2 here. Poteet trying to close up on Trent Dunham. As there is Dylan in the 31 Great Clips Chevy Monte Carlo. Poteet, the Season 1 Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. He is also the man who, as you may remember, ran the Mountain Dew Racing Series and the Mopar Nationwide Series on his channel, Dylan Tay 22. And of course, you look at guys like he and Trent Dunham. Those are two guys who, if you remember back in the old NNSCRA Snickers Cup days, those were the two drivers that, along with guys like Seth Cole, Sean Henley, James McLeod, and some of the others were a part of a team called Tweenix Racing. Now, there's a team in the real life Cup Series called Phoenix Racing. Well, they call themselves Tweenix Racing here, and they actually went as far to call Phoenix International Raceway Tweenix Raceway is what they kind of called it, you know. But you might want to ask Seth about that sometime, though, because he might tell you all about that. I'm not sure if he will or not, but the team of Dunham and Poteet kind of dates back to the days of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Racing, which is really the first series that ever happened on the NNSCRA channel, and back in 2011. So, like I said, this is 2020 as we're recording this race, though. So 2021 will mark 10 years of the NNSCRA, and hard to believe we're up to that anniversary right now. It seemed like yesterday we were celebrating 5 years in 2016, but here's Poteet and Dunham. They are first and second right now. Dunham, as we mentioned, the leader. Then Poteet second. No change among the top 10 so far, except that Daniel Bouchard has dropped to 10th position right now in the Shell Pennzoil Dodge. There he is. He's under pressure now from one of the best in Matt McIntyre in the number 14 Advanced Auto Parts Pontiac. Pair of Pontiacs going at it. Meantime, you got Nikki Martinez, who's running a solid 11th right now, as she has gotten a bye. Actually, she's just running 12th, excuse me. She's gotten by Kev Shearer, or trying to hold off Kev Shearer in the 69 car. Now Kev puts the throttle to the puts the foot to the floor of that Dodge as he moves to the low side now and move the North Wilkesboro winner up to the 12th position now. Martinez trying to fight back on the outside, and we got trouble in the front stretch. Logan Williams is around. He takes Orman with him. Keith Batson was also in that mix as well, too. Orman almost puts it into a spin on the inside. And Logan Williams is driving PO. He's right up in behind, gets past Jack Mitchell. Oh, and Orman's coming with a beat on that 7 car. I don't know if that caused a caution. I saw the red flag out on pit road, so yeah, the caution flag is out for the second time here today on lap number 26. Well, I'm sure Logan Williams is going to have to want to talk with Nathan Orman on that one, because I mean, I'm sure that was not a good. I'm sure Logan's not the least bit pleased over that. So actually, this whole deal came to the conclusion of lap number 25 is what happened, not 26. Let's take a look at what happened. They were battling for 14th position. Logan Williams was on the high side, Keith Batson in the middle. Nathan Orman was on the low side of the track here, and Batson gets right into Logan Williams' car. Orman decides to play tag with Batson, and now they're 3 wide, wadded up on the front stretch in front of God and everybody else, and Batson turns in Logan Williams right in front of the 94 car of Ormond. And that's what ensued here on the front stretch here. So I'm sure, actually, it's not just Ormond that I'm sure that Logan Williams wants to talk to, wants to have a talk with. I'm sure Beasley also wants to have a talk with Keith Batson as well, too. Because that was not a move I'm sure Logan would be proud of right there. So, little front end wrinkle on the number 7 Subway Buick, causing caution number 2 to fly on lap number 26. There's the back of the field right now here. Angel Navarro and Zach Winkle are the only 2 cars that are not on the lead lap, 36th and 37th position respectively. 3 cars already so far. Valve problem knocked Rob Evans out of the race. And, of course, Seth Cole and Alex Miller, those 2 involved in that first crash of the day at the completion of the second lap. 35 cars still on the lead lap here at New Hampshire National Speedway. Pace car ducks off on the pit road. We'll have 15 laps to go when this race restarts. Trent Dunham is your leader. Second is Dylan Poteet. Third is Cole Baker. Levi McIntyre's in fourth. Raphael LeDuc in fifth. Sixth position is Cole Deaver. Seventh is Nathan Hudson. Eighth is Joshua Osborne. Ninth is Cat Batson. 10th position is Danny Bouchard as the green. And whoa! Poteet almost got turned. Here comes McIntyre to the high side of Winkle's car. He goes below Cole Baker as they come through turns number 3 and 4. Deaver, I would not make it 4 wide if I were you. Oh my goodness. And Nathan Hudson gets turned. And Dylan Poteet rubbing some fenders with Trent Dunham here. And it looks like we're still green. Now the pace car lights are off, so they're racing back to the yellow flag. Poteet appears to be ahead by about a half a car over Trent Dunham, and let's see who wins the race back to the start-finish line. It's going to be Poteet. So it's Poteet, Dunham, McIntyre, Baker, and Deaver, the top 5 now, as we complete lap number 32 of this race, but a ton of break for Nathan Hudson. He was having a darn good run. And he drops back to the 21st position as the yellow flag flies here at New Hampshire. But well, Hudson was running 7th when this all happened, and I'm sure he's going to want to have a word with Joshua Osborne over this one too. Osborne up the high side of the racetrack here. Turns right into Hudson's car. Osborne at the same time makes contact with Cat Batson in the 70. And then Osborne, I think, also almost got turned in by Danny Bouchard in the 86 car. And there's where the end result happened for Nathan Hudson. Across the start-finish line he goes. Not much damage to the Valvoline Ford. So there you see the field. You saw the field. They're trying to catch up to the back of the pack. So let's try this again here. Restart happening after the third caution flag of the day happening here. Dylan Poteet is now your leader. Trent Dunham is second. Third is Levi McIntyre. Fourth is Cole Baker. Cole Deaver's in fifth position. Sixth is Raphael LeDuc. Seventh is Joshua Osborne. Cat Batson's in 8th, Matt McIntyre 9th, and Daniel Bouchard runs in 10th. The green flag flies. We have now 9 laps remaining here at New Hampshire. And there you see the 93 car, Zach Winkle, trying to get out of everybody's way here. Cat Batson goes low on Joshua Osborne, trying to take 7th position away in the 70 car. And Osborne gets stuck in behind Winkle, and oh, don't do it! Don't do it! Oh, no! And another crash has happened on the front stretch. And this time it's Cat Batson's car. Oh, and look at this. Oh, my gosh. Zach Rogers is involved. Mike Wayne Robinson in the 28. He was involved. Angel Navarro's involved. Mike Becker in the 43 is involved. Cautions breed cautions, and it's no different on a 1 mile track than it is at places like, say, Bristol. Take a look as to what happened here. This time it was... Take a look as to what happened to the 70 car of Cat Batson. Yeah, and Osborne did the same thing to Zach Winkle as he did to, I believe it was, to Nathan Hudson. Turns with a 93 car right into the 70 of Cat Batson. Turns Batson right into the wall. Well, 93 of Winkle goes in the wall first, and then Batson gets turned around. Everybody else gets held up behind. Matt McIntyre got a piece of it, so did Kev Shearer. Nikki Martinez loses in all kinds of spots there as she got stopped. But then she gets center punched by Mike Wayne Robinson, and there goes Jordan Anderson involved in the crash. Jessica Shelton got a piece of it. Quentin Moore got a piece of it. William Brock. Mike Becker jacks up the William Brock and then gets jacked up by Angel Navarro. Then Zach Rogers finally piles in the 91 car, or 97 car, excuse me. Just a catastrophic chain reaction that's happened come off turn number 4 at New Hampshire, and you had several drivers come out the big loser on those deals right there, and just to use an impractical joker's term. But so the attrition list grew a little bit more right there. Now we got one car lap down at Zach Winkle in the 93 car. He's in 33rd. Cars out of the race. Jordan Anderson is crashed out of the race. So is Mike Wayne Robinson. Tire failure on the 42 of Angel Navarro's knocked out of the race. Dylan Young with a gearbox failure has been knocked out of the race in the 2 car. He finishes 37th. And adding on to the list of Rob Evans, Seth Cole, and the 95 of Alex Miller. So restart about to happen here. It'll be down to 3 laps remaining when this race restarts here at New Hampshire National Speedway. So buckle up those seatbelts very, very tight, though, because this is going to get plenty wild here, possibly. Dylan Poteet, again, is your leader. Second is Trent Dunham. Dunham has been the dominant car all day long. Levi McIntyre's third. Fourth is Cole Baker. Cole Devers fifth. Sixth is Raphael LeDuc. Joshua Osborne seventh. Daniel Bouchard's up to 8th. Charles Sanford up to 9th. And 10th is Keith Batson. So let's try this again here. As the pace car ducks off on the pit road. Green flag about to fly. 3 laps remaining. Who's going to win? The Bass Pro Shops 300 will be here. Stay tuned as the green flies on lap number 43. Oh, Dunham got pushed up by Levi McIntyre in turn number 1 here. Here comes Cole Baker to the low side. Deaver trying to follow Baker. Deaver gets loose off turn number 2. Shoots up the track right there. And now here they come into turn number 3. Here, McIntyre going low on Dunham as they come off turn number 4. Oh, they're leaning on each other a little bit. Baker in the 11 almost gets into the 99 car of McIntyre as 2 laps to go happens right now. And Dylan Poteet's loving every minute as he said, going in battle back there, guys. I'm going to take off and win this thing. And he is pulled ahead now to about a half a second over Trent Dunham and Levi McIntyre as they come off turn number 4. Now Poteet will see the white flag. He has 1 lap remaining here at New Hampshire. And he's hearing the words that every driver wants to hear from his spotter. You're out front and you're pulling away. And the yellow flag apparently has flown on the final lap of this race here. And Dylan Poteet, I don't know if he got the yellow flag even. But he's going to win this race apparently here at New Hampshire as he takes home the Bass Pro Shops 300. Second will go to Trent Dunham by 6 seconds? Okay, we're going to investigate that. Because apparently, obviously, one thing that could have happened, the whole field slowed up when the yellow flag happened. Poteet knew he didn't take the yellow flag and just raced his way toward it. And just for good measure, he's going to complete another lap. Well, we're going to look and see as to what happened here, but I'm pretty sure Dylan Poteet's going to end up being the winner of this race here, obviously, at an average speed of 87.753 miles per hour. And so after viewing replays, it is determined Dylan Poteet did get the white flag before the caution flag flew. So Dylan Poteet is your winner of the race there, and the margin of victory somehow grew from a half a second to 6 3/4 of a second at the finish line. So we are getting word that Poteet was racing back to the checkered flag while everybody else slowed down for the caution. So Poteet was the only one that got the yellow flag. So Poteet was the only one that did not get the yellow flag, while second on down did get the yellow flag. So that was what was the matter here in this race there. So that's why second on down finished 6 or more seconds back. So that explained. Here's the yellow flag. Here's what caused the final yellow flag to fly, coming to the white flag. Kev Shearer got turned by Logan Williams in a 7 car, and watch Shearer into the wall hard, and William Brock slams in him, flips him over. Nikki Martinez involved. Jessica Shelton crashes right there. Kyle Matthews involved. So is Quentin Moore. So is Colton Schwartz. So is Zach Rogers. And that's just insult to injury right there for Kyle Matthews here. Gets hit by Kev Shearer. I'm sure Kyle's going to be in Kev's face over that one. And poor Jessica Shelton, nowhere to go for that in that number 9 car. And we're going to take a ride on board with her on that one. Shelton's already been in 1 crash today, and then she gets into this. And just trying to get her poor car to start, and but she finally does. She wants to finish this race. But not the way Kev Shearer wanted to finish this day here at New Hampshire. And here's what we're talking about here. Now, here's second place on down. So yeah, Dunham wasn't even to the start-finish line yet when the yellow flag flew. So thus, Dunham and everybody else behind him all slowed down for the caution flag. Not realizing the pace car was not even out yet. And so when they realized the pace car was not out yet, though, they accelerated right back up. And by this point, Poteet's already off turn number 4, and he's going to be your winner of this race. So Dylan Poteet plainly, obviously, is your winner of this race here. So that's some of all the weird stuff that happens here in this series. I don't know. I mean, not against who won this race here. I'm actually not against anybody who wins here, actually, but still, because it is what it is. But man, that is just, and at New Hampshire of all places too, I might add, a track where nothing interesting happens. But boy, we had an interesting race here today. So here finally is your results here. Dylan Poteet's your winner. Second is Trent Dunham. Third is Levi McIntyre. Fourth is Cole Baker. Fifth is Cole Deaver. Rafael Ledoux comes home 6th. Joshua Osborne 7th. 8th is Charles Sanford. 9th, Daniel Bouchard. Keith Batson comes home 10th. Jesse Turner finishes a nice solid 11th. Nathan Orman was 12th. James Sykes with a 13th place finish. 14th will go to Nathan Hudson. 15th to Natana Madeo. 16th to Matt McIntyre. Jack Mitchell 17th. 18th will go to Phil Parker. 19th, Zachary Fitzwater. And Logan Williams comes home 20th. Rest of your finishing order here at New Hampshire looks like this. 21st, Johnny Gardner. Mason Wood, 22nd. Kat Batson, who had a darn good run today. She ends up 23rd. Kyle Matthews, not talking about much today. He ends up 24th. 25th will go to Colton Schwartz. Zach Rogers, 25th. 26th will go to Quentin Moore. Jessica Shelton was the first car a lap down in 27th. Keb Shearer, 28th. And Zach Winkle was the last car to finish. He ends up 29th. Or he ends up 30th, excuse me. Shearer was 29th. Quentin Moore was the last car on the lead lap, finishing 27th, so 27 cars finished on the lead lap cars out of the race. Kev Shearer, William Brock, Nikki Martinez, Mike Becker, Jordan Anderson, Mike Wayne Robinson, Angel Navarro, Dylan Young, Rob Evans, Seth Cole, and Alex Miller were those cars that finished out of the race. So that will be it for today here at New Hampshire. Congratulations again to Dylan Poteet, the winner of the Bass Pro Shops 300. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to all the series that does the NNSCRA offline series here, the NNSCRA Sports channel, NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, which features Seth Cole's Duracell Cup series. Be sure to give that channel a subscribe, as well as X867-539-858X and Thrash Maniac 99. Those are the series that does prospectively the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series and the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to give all three channels a subscribe and be sure to check out those series. And of course, all three channels have some cool stuff as well too in the YouTube realm. So that will do here today at New Hampshire. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Pocono for the AC Spark Plugs 500.